We can.
Am I still here?
As slaves, you know what I'm saying? And they got us, man, with food, with fashion, with everything, entertainment, like everything, man. They really got our minds. As slaves, you know what I'm saying? And they got us, man, with food, with fashion, with everything, entertainment, like everything, man. They really got our minds.
Hello. Welcome.
Peace.
Peace. City, what up? Ronnie, salute, guys.
What up?
Salute. Peace, peace. What's
Yo.
good, y'all?
Welcome to the mothership. Hey, everybody in the comments. Salute to everybody. Thanks for pulling up. Welcome to another episode of the Mothership Chronicles with Babz and Ronnie Ann.
Hey.
We got City the Great. City the
Peace,
Great in the
peace.
hot seat tonight. Welcome.
Yes, yes. Happy to be here. Happy to be here. Thanks for having me, man.
Thanks so
Word.
much for being here.
Yeah.
Young New York legend.
Mm-hmm. Let's get into it.
CEO of Certified Nation Entertainment. We got a CEO with us right now. Like,
Right.
that's awesome. Salute, boss. I can't wait to hear more about that, like the Certified Nation Entertainment.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Certified Nation Entertainment, it's not I know people have seen the Ed's thing on Drink Champs. I had a lot of people hit me up about it being a label. It's not a label. It's just a entertainment company or entity that's providing services to artists, you know what I'm saying, as well as educating artists on the business and how to advance your career, you know what I'm saying? Working with all kinds of budgets. We also got a lot of community work as well. You know what I'm saying? We've aligned ourselves with like the Young Informed and a few other movements. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I did also want to know about the Young and Informed. Can you tell me more about that? Because
The Young Informed, yeah, the Young Informed is Noah and Matthew. They're two young, intelligent brothers. They're from Queens, New York. You know what I'm saying? They come from a long line of activists as far as their bloodline and their family, you know what I'm saying? But what they do is they educate not only the youth, but also adults as well, holding master classes and things on how to handle and diffuse situations, um, education, dealing with STEM and one of them, Noah, is actually in early college. You know what I'm saying? He's Noah's 14. You know what I'm saying? He's in college already. So, they're moving the movements forward, you know what I'm saying, as far as educating and trying to change the narratives in the community.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Be sure to follow them too. Young Informed.
Young
You know what I
Informed.
mean?
Right.
Informed, yes, yes.
How did you meet them? Did you say?
Well, I knew their dad. Um, Dad had a platform, Unlock the Bars, right, which spanned from the Bars app. It was a community from the Bars app, and one day we were just talking on a live on Instagram some years back. You know what I'm saying? And he put one of them on there, and they was talking, and I was just my mind was blown. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So instantly, my idea was like, I got to try to help get light on what these young brothers are doing. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So I've had them come out. They was in the New York Sound Like video, as well. But yeah, I've been trying to get them, different situations to get light on them, whether it be interviews or anything else. But
Right.
yeah, what I'm saying? They have a platform as well where they're interviewing folks. They're interviewing other activists, artists, different staples in the communities. You know what I mean?
Brilliant. Right on.
Yeah.
I love that you're involved in that and stuff. So just going back to the beginning though, you're from Brooklyn, right?
hmm
Raised?
I put it like this. I moved around a lot as a kid. You know what I'm saying? Uh, come from a single parent home. You know what I mean? So we moved around a lot. Um, and it's like that too in New York. Like you move around a lot. You don't just a lot of times people don't stay in one place.
Okay.
But my mother passed when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? So when she passed, of course, what I mean, I had to live with other family members. So I moved around a whole lot. I've been everywhere. I've lived all over Brooklyn. I've lived in the Bronx. I've lived in Queens. I've lived in Jersey. I've lived down south. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I've been all over. You know what I'm saying? So I've gotten to experience a lot of different things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm.
Different aspects of New York. Condolences on your mom losing her
Yeah,
husband.
thank you. I appreciate it.
It's tough.
You know, it's
We'll
my
be proud.
guardian angel. That's
Hmm.
my guardian angel. You know
So
what I'm
proud of
saying?
Hmm. For sure, no doubt.
Yeah.
you. So I got a question for you, City.
What you
Um,
got for me?
at 9 years old, you wrote your first song with your older cousin. Do you remember how that was?
Yeah. And stay in school, kids. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but yeah, my older cousin kind of like so growing up, hip hop was everywhere. The culture we lived in it, you know what I'm saying, in the Mecca.
Mhm.
But my older cousin Andre, um, obviously he was getting all the tapes and everything else. So he was putting me on to everything. And I'm a kid, so he put me on the NWA, you know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And it was crazy, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm used to my parents' music, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that. But when he played that for me, it blew my mind. So they had a song, Fuck the Police.
Mhm.
So
Right.
I was like, damn, I want to try to, what I mean? Like, yo, I'm going to try to write a rap, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I started writing to that, you know what I mean? Since mine was, fuck school, you know what I mean? Or whatever.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Nice.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And it was my first rap, so it wasn't like incredible bar and lyrical, you know what I'm saying? So but my mother did find the she did find that, that song. She found the papers with my
Wow.
ass, you know what I mean? Yeah. But that was the start. That was the start of everything because, you know what I mean? Like I said, my mother passed it. Well, my father passed first, you know what I'm saying? So I was dealing with a lot of death, but at that time it was like I didn't know how to express the emotion. So I had a lot of anger in me, you know what I'm saying? As a
Yeah.
kid, I wasn't I wasn't willing to like talk about it or anything like that with people. So um my thing was to go to the pad. So it was just
Mm.
like an addiction. So I just write and write and write and just try to harness the skill. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to do this for the rest of my life. That's how I looked at it. It became a part of me. You know what I'm saying? All elements of the culture.
Okay. I like that. Who is ill dramatic?
Who was ill dramatic? So
Mhm.
that was ill dramatic was a name I was given, right, when I started recording, you know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? And even battling. Because I started out kind of like, you know, in those times we was it was a thing where you battle people, you know what I'm saying? See who's the
Mhm.
best. But when I started going to the studio, people was mirroring me towards like, yo, you got like a Nas type of style, you know what I'm saying? So they started to call me ill dramatic, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So
Hmm.
yeah, it stuck with me for a little while. Then I evolved into City was already my name. That was already like a nickname I had.
Oh,
You know what I'm
really?
saying? Everybody called me City or
Oh.
whatever. And then I moved that over into rapping. You know what I'm saying? I just was like, yo, this is who I am. So I didn't want to confuse things. You know what I mean? And plus,
Mhm.
I didn't want to have a name that was given under the pretenses of someone else.
Mhm. Makes
You know
sense.
what I mean? Not
Yeah.
stepping into my own identity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Babs.
That's cool. So it was just like a little nickname for a little while, and it was
Yeah,
battling.
yeah. We used to go at it, pull up, you know, on whatever blocks, and whoever was rapping, yo, who rap, and we get to it. We just travel everywhere and just
Mhm.
battle it out. You know what I mean?
Just in the
We good
birthplace of hip hop.
everywhere.
We got
Everywhere.
that
I
in
mean,
if
it's
I was
common.
visiting, if I was visiting my cousins in whether it be in PA Jersey or even in the South, I'm battling. Somebody rap, oh, you rap, I rap, let's battle. You know what I'm saying? That was a culture back then, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't a thing where like out of those battles you got respect and at the
Mhm.
same time you built relationships. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it was like I got to meet a lot of MCs that way, which later on MCs I ended up probably either doing shows with, doing
Mhm.
tracks with, you know what I'm saying?
You reminded me of when I used to walk around Philly looking for who rapped and just jumping into anywhere I could. Anywhere I could jump in, whoever was rapping, I was rapping. I was usually the only girl, but it was still
Yeah.
fun to show I'm like, hey, I got skills too. You ain't the only one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
love that. Um, so I wanted to ask you, what is your latest? Well, I think I know now. I think I know your latest single. You just dropped last week, right? Fire and Brimstone.
um, yeah, so
I
let
did
me
see
let me tell you what's going on with those. So this year, right? Because I got a huge catalog, right? So
that. Right.
I'm doing a dump. So for the entire year, I started this I think 2 weeks ago. Every week, like there's a new record probably dropping as we speaking. But
Mm.
every week for the rest of the year, a new single is going to drop on all platforms from me. You know what I'm saying? Now, those records don't entail the main singles that I'll be dropping quarterly. You know what I mean? Leading up to my new projects that are coming out. You know what I mean? But I'm just trying to feed my fan base because for the past 2 years, I've been I don't want to say I've been stingy with the music, but I've only dropped a little bit of things. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? I've only
Okay.
dropped a few records. Whereas though my fan base I built over the years is used to me dropping projects and projects
Mm.
consistently.
Mm.
You know what I mean? But the past 2 years, I was focused on some other things and building the brand aside from just throwing out random records. You know what I mean? It's about timing too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And sometimes you want to let them miss you a little bit. Like
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
if I go on this little hiatus, they're definitely going to miss me because I'm that fire. So let them miss me for a little while, and then I get back to it.
But they still got to see me because I was doing, I was still doing shows. I was doing, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? But I mean, like
yeah.
as far as I see what you're saying, but like as far as as far as getting some new product, I would give them some new product. But once again, I'm not making the music I make isn't like I I'm just making this and this is a good listen one time or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I try I pour everything into my music. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So for replay value. So, hopefully people enjoy it for over time. You know what I'm saying? They can always go back to it. You know what I mean?
Makes sense. Yeah, understood completely.
Yeah, it seems like you're really committed to your cause, and like I haven't really seen you let up as far as just like putting your like promoting your stuff and doing all the
Hmm.
internet stuff, which is crazy,
Mm-hmm.
marketing, and then like I know you travel and everything like that. Which you said is still important, and it's still an important part of being an artist, which is like touring and traveling, which makes me happy because live shows are
Yeah,
nothing like it.
that's everything.
Live music.
That's
Mm-hmm.
what I come from. Yeah, that's where I come. Like, put it like this: the internet is great. It's a tool that is created for promotional purpose, right? And entertainment. Like, it's like the new TV.
The tool.
You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? But if you're an artist that's looking to come up, you have to go outside. There's no like, and you have to have a team at the same time, but you have to go outside because you're gonna need to meet people. You're gonna need to network with people, and some of these people aren't online. Like a lot of the people who I've met that were like, I want to say like button pushers. I would have never met them on Instagram or TikTok or none of that. Like, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Yeah.
I met them by showing up, you know what I mean, and showing what I could do, and it shows that you're serious. You know, anybody can sit in the house and press a button. You know what I mean? But are you willing to take this to sacrifice things and take long trips? Probably not get no sleep. Don't eat. Show up and perform and provide the service or prove whatever you got to prove to them to show them that you serious. And then that's what it's all about. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's why I'm outside because I come from that. That's all I know, and that's what I'm advised to do. You know what I mean? I got some great mentors and I got a great team as well. You know what I mean?
Okay. So who is Justin Matthews?
So Justin Matthews, used to call him J Mats Jax. So his father is Andre Matthews. Justin Matthews' father was he did some things in the industry, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when I was staying with my uncle was friends with his dad. So
Mm.
that's how me and him got introduced. And what happened was he had it like it was something I've never seen before. You know what I'm saying? Like their house, they had full studio. I mean, like a real studio in the
Mm-hmm.
basement, track boards. Now this is a different time. This is like coming into the age where they was using like computer, but it was more like they had like some like a DAP machine and stuff like that, track board. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the dope thing with him was, we both was artists. We hit it off in the jump. You know what I mean? We battle each other. You know what I'm saying? And he knew how to make beats too. So we was recording nonstop. So his dad was seeing how serious we was about it. So he reached out to some connects and we went through an artist development. He reached out to some people at Sony and we went through an artist development
Mm-hmm.
leading up to the point of getting a deal, you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean, a recording deal. Um, Unfortunate side of everything, the group was called MIA, Militant Industry Action. You know what I mean? The unfortunate thing was, he got caught up in things, and he went away. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? He had legal troubles. He went away. At this time, they was only looking for groups, so it kind of killed it for me. You know what I
Right.
mean? Because we tried to talk about, possibly as a solo artist, but they was only interested in groups at the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So
Dang.
yeah, but yeah, me and him, we're still connected. We still speak. He's getting back into the music slightly. You know what I mean?
Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
nice. Yeah.
You may see a feature, on some of these upcoming projects.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And Justin Matthews, you said?
Yeah, Justin
Yeah,
Matthews. Okay,
He was in
so
the MIA with you?
yeah. His name was Jax at that
I
time.
like that.
Jax. Yeah, his name
Like
was
Mortal
Jax.
Kombat.
Yeah, like Mortal Kombat. That's what his thing was. Like I'm ripping arms off type shit. Like you know
Got
what I mean?
you, got you.
Yeah, yeah.
We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with City the Great, everybody. Alien Gang.
Alien Gang, y'all know what's up with it, man. It's the big alien Kid Vicious in here. Listen, I'm looking for the best rappers in the world. I'm looking for the best producers in the world. I'm looking for the best singers in the world. If you do music and you work hard and you want one of your singles reviewed, I want everybody to tap into the mothership. Official Alien Gang on YouTube. Man, we about to go crazy over there. We about to provide all kind of opportunities. And we don't want nothing from nobody. All we want is real quality hip hop, like-minded individuals that want to build and do things. That's what the Alien Gang is. It's just a league of extraordinary gentlemen, extraordinary beings, and we want to build with other extraordinary beings. So whip your phone out, go to Official Alien Gang on YouTube, subscribe, and stay tuned. And in the meantime, if you got a song you want reviewed, you got a beat you want to send in, and you want to be tuned in to everything we got going on Alien Gang related, agn.hqz@gmail.com. Send whatever you got to that email and just stay tuned, man. We're about to light up the internet with so many things. The number one YouTube in the galaxy. Alien Gang, look up.
Look up, look up.
Look up. All right. A little word from Kid Vicious.
Yes, sir.
Alien
Brother right there. Broski.
Fearless leader. So City. In your own words, sir, I would like to know, what is your definition of hip hop and what does it mean to you specifically?
Hip hop is a way of life. Hip hop is culture. You know what I'm saying? That's what hip hop is. Hip hop, yeah, it consists of different elements, but for me, it's a way of life. What it means to me is hip hop is who I am. It has kind of like molded and shaped who I am. It's been the one stable thing in my life for my whole life. You know what I mean? So it's just a part of me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Felt
awesome.
that.
I felt it too.
Yeah.
It's beautiful for real. And you get to do what you love. You know, what do you hope that people like receive from your music or take away from it, you know? Whatever.
I like to see people. My goal in this isn't to be a superstar and all that other stuff. You know what I mean? I do this. I do this because I love it. You know what I mean? I've been fortunate and blessed by just sticking to being me, sticking to being original. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
my goal is kind of like to show people that you don't have to do the gimmicks, you don't have to do the nonsense for you to achieve. You know what I mean? Like you can just be authentic, be yourself, and you can achieve whatever you want to achieve. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of just leading by example. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But my
Understood.
music is me. My music is me. Like what you get is me. You know what I mean? It's
You're
whatever
authentic.
whatever mood, yeah, whatever mood I'm in or whatever I've seen, whatever I've experienced. You know what I'm saying? I'm just sharing those things with people. You know what I
Right.
mean? In a poetic form.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mm.
So, who is DJ Bad the Problem in Mizzy Beats?
DJ Bad, the problem is that's my official DJ. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Um, Me and Dad been working together since I want to say 2011. Dad was a coast to coast mixtape DJ, and from coast to coast went on to 24K mixtapes, um, major DJ coalitions and things of that nature. We dropped various projects together. You know what I'm saying? We
Mm-hmm.
uh we just, in fact, Bad was with me at 2 years ago during the Hip Hop 50th. We did the Coney Island Amphitheater. You know what I mean, for the summer stage.
Right.
So yeah, DJ Bad, I brought Bad out, and that was I wanted to say that was our first time where I had Bad doing my set for me when I was performing, but that's actually my second time. You know what I mean? But as far as that was my first time performing in the stadium. You know what I
Right.
mean? In
Yeah.
front of a large audience. So it was super dope to share that with Bad. But yeah, that's my official DJ. I do all my mixtapes are hosted by DJ Bad. You know what I'm saying? Mizzy Beats. Mizzy Beats is a producer from Philly, super
Oh,
talented.
really?
Yeah, I discovered him this is years back, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is before there was a BeatStars, there was something called SoundClick
Mm-hmm.
where you could get beats from. So I'm going through there to buy beats, and I hear his beats, and I'm like, yo, this beat is bananas. So I reach out to him, you know what I'm saying? I reach out to him, and we're discussing things, and he was talking about he was just about to bow out of making beats, bow out of music.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So the timing just felt like it was right. I offered him like, hey, let's do a project together. Let's connect, and let's see what we could do, with my DJ. You know what I mean? DJ Bad hosted it, and that's how we did Reloaded. You know what I mean? And Mizzy, he provided the beats for that, and we took care of the rest. You know what I mean? We did real good on that project. I think Reloaded, I think the first week we did like something like 180,000 downloads or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, that was one of the that aside from Carry the Casket back
I was.
then. Now I'm talking mixtape times. That was
Mm,
one of my highest. That was one of my highest downloaded projects. You know what I mean?
that is
But we had
so.
a yeah, we had a lot of people involved in it though that helped push it. Well, Bad
Mm,
did. You know what I mean?
right. I was actually going to ask you between Reloaded and Carry the Casket, which one did you enjoy creating more?
Ah, um, that's a good question. And that was a long time ago too. So now I
I
gotta like,
know.
but put it like this. I enjoyed, I enjoyed, I enjoyed both. Right, Carry the
Hmm.
Casket was more. I I I like Carry the Casket more, and the
Okay.
reason being is because on that particular mixtape, I got to work with a ton of different producers.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Um, and I basically, because like when I do a project, what I do is I'll listen to the project over and over again
Hmm.
to and I listen to it so that I could just go over like what I think I could improve on and what I could do better or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I harness and I practice. I go in and I practice on those things that I feel like I could have done better. And then
Hmm.
that next project, I execute it. So with that project, I wanted to be more versatile. I wanted to have more features. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? Because I think Reloaded, I think I had two features on there, if I'm
Hmm.
correct. You know what I mean? I think that was Sean Hicks, Rico. No, I'm lying. I had like four features. You know what I mean? I had my boy It's Only Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Uh, I had Sean Hicks, Rico the Don, and JS Corner. I had
Okay.
four features on there. Yeah. But yeah, Carry the Casket, I felt like that was more intricate because I jumped into a bunch of different bags. Like I said, I was
Right.
working with multiple different producers, so I was able to go into other different pockets and sounds.
Hmm. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Babz?
What's your like most successful single?
My most successful single.
Yeah.
All right. My highest, my biggest single. Well, I don't want to say my biggest single. So that spin. That's kind of like a tricky question, but "Be Like Me" is my most. That has like the most numbers all across the board. You know what I mean, I'm over 2 million something. You know what I mean, streams on that. We had 2 million something on Spotify and like 75 or 35,000 on uh YouTube, and you know what I'm saying. But mind you, once again, that record is old. Like
Mhm.
originally, it was originally released 2012.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
We re-released it 2017. I
Mm.
had re-recorded it with when I was working with Buck 3000. Shout out to Buck 3000 for Murder Inc. And he was my engineer at the time. So I re-recorded it with him, and he put his magical mix on it, and then we put it back out. You know what I mean?
Nice.
But yeah, that's my highest play. That holds the record for highest plays out of all my records. I'd say my biggest single um is New York Sound Like.
Okay.
I knew it. I knew it.
That's so
Yeah,
good.
that's
It's like an
currently.
anthem for real.
Yeah, because that record has been making noise for this will be its second year. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? Since we released it, and when I come out to perform, they always want to, that's what I'm called out to perform. You know
Right,
what I
right.
mean?
Yeah.
Um,
Video I
even the
love.
video,
I
yeah,
love
like the
the
video
video.
process. Yeah, we got all the legends in there. We were supposed to have more, but that's a whole nother story. You know what I mean? But we got a nice amount of legends. We got to cover a lot of the city. You know what I mean? A lot of the boroughs. So yeah, that's the record I'm most known for. We DJ Epps broke it on his platform, and he took it over to Rock the Bells. LL shared it on his story. You know what I'm saying?
Shout
So
out
we
to
got a
DJ.
lot of yeah. Shout out to DJ Epps. You know what I mean?
Appreciate it.
DJ Epps has been very detrimental in that song. And shout out to Special Ed because like I said, my mentor. You know what I mean? Special Ed.
Right.
He pushed it to Epps. You know what I mean? That was the one he was pushing. So he pushed that all around. You know what I mean? Everybody involved in the whole situation. You know what I
Right.
mean? Cool Rock Ski. Shout out to Cool Rock Ski because the scene where we're in the at the stadium. You know what I'm saying? When you
Mm-hmm.
see me on the big stage and everything.
Mhm.
So the video shoot it was a 2 day shoot, honestly. Like majority of it was shot one day, right?
Wow.
We didn't get to complete everything we wanted to complete in one day.
Mhm.
So Cool Rock had the idea. He's like, yo, since you're performing at the amphitheater on I forgot when we even performed. I know it was in August, but since you're performing there, you should film there. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, and it was a great idea, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it brought it even bigger to life. So
Mhm.
yeah, that's my that's my I guess everybody got their one. That's my one right now. Till the next one. You know what I mean?
Everybody else have their one, huh? I was just thinking that.
Hmm.
I don't have my one
It's
yet.
not my favorite. It's not my favorite because it was a throwaway record. It was a throwaway record. I was gonna jump that record.
Yeah. What is your favorite?
Right now, my favorite single that I have out is War Cry
Right. I knew
with
it.
yeah, with
Mm.
me and DMC. And the
See?
reason being is because
It's good.
as a kid, I remember hearing Run DMC. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that that 9-year-old, 10-year-old kid never would have in his life imagined to have been doing a record with DMC. You know what I'm saying? And the beauty of it was it wasn't even my suggestion. What it was how that happened was I had a record with Cool Rock Ski called Realigned that was on the Wordsmith album. I did a remix that's gonna be on the Syllabus album, which I got another legend on there, Mikey D. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Cool Rock had the idea like, yo, we was gonna get, Ralph McDaniels from Video Music Box to talk in the beginning, and then in the end we'll get DMC to talk or whatever. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So
Okay.
Cool Rock gave me DMC's number. He's like, yeah, hit him up. And I'm like, hit him up. So I'm sitting there with the number for a few days because I'm like, yo, how am I going? You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't even know who I am. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just hit 'em up.
So so finally after like 2 days, I text him. You know what I'm saying? He hit me back. And then, we texted back and forth. I told him about the record and the idea. He said, cool, send me the record. I sent him the record. He got back to me. He said, yo, I love the record. It's good with with who y'all got and what y'all got. We
Mhm.
don't need to add on to that. He's like, but what I want to do is I want to do a record with just me and you.
Mm.
And
What?
I was like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Oh
it was a magical moment for me.
my
So yeah, I made sure to give him the right thing, and he delivered. He delivered quickly too. Quick turnaround. You know what I
Mm.
mean?
yeah. Hmm.
Quick turnaround.
It is legendary. City's
Mhm.
great.
Yeah,
A young New York legend.
yeah. I
That's
mean,
the
He's like, not to
legend.
toot my own horn, but yeah.
I'm just, you know what I mean. I'm just trying to embrace and show, do my due diligence and my duty to the culture. That means a lot to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and I've been blessed. You know what I'm saying? I've been blessed to do all these things. You know what I mean? Without a label, without, some major budget, without, doing a gimmick or trying to fit in. You know what I mean? I just was me, and I just stayed true to my sound and what I do. You know what I mean? And things kind of, I don't want to say things kind of fell in place because I don't believe things just ironically happen. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I feel like God has a plan, so this is God's plan. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like for me to link, for me to have met who I've met, to work with who I've worked with, those are all blessings. Those aren't things, those are accolades I don't use them to brag, but I'm hoping to use those to inspire people. You know what I mean?
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah. Keep doing
I'm
that.
sure you already have done that
You are
tenfold,
doing it
though.
right now.
Like,
Huh?
hello,
I was
you're
almost
doing it right
crying.
now.
You're doing it right now.
Hello,
But
hello.
yeah. So how'd you meet? How'd you start working with Alien Gang? And like, how'd that
So
fit into everything?
yeah, so those shout out to the gang, those my brothers, you know what I'm saying?
Alien.
Incredible collective. So how I met Vish first, right?
Mhm.
Uh my guy Rain from Flint,
Flint.
me and Rain linked up. We did a project called The Guillotine, right? Honestly,
So good.
truthfully, we finished,
Loved it.
like, we want to be technical. We finished that whole project in a week. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Um
Dope.
Rain impressed me because he was he was an artist that could keep up, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I sent him something, sent it back, he calling me, yo, what we doing? We rapping? And I'm like, oh, like, yo, this dude is on it, okay.
But
You know what I mean? So Rain knew Vish. You know what I mean? He's known Vish, I guess, for years and all of them. So uh there was a record that we were doing where what's it called? Zero Dark 30. And
Okay.
initially we was going, it was supposed to have been, me, him, and then he went to studio, him, Vish, and you know, uh so that's how I met Vish, you know what I'm saying? And I was just tapping in, I watched the monsters and everything, I was just tapping in. Then I seen he linked with Devious, you know what I mean, in the
Right.
basement or whatever, and they was doing what they was doing. And so I was just coming through just to watch, support, you know what I'm saying? Because I like to see people working together and building. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
gonna support that all day, especially if it's the culture. So I seen them doing that, you know what I mean? And then so Vish had they had the tournament, so I had my artist Aka Hendrix. jump in the tournament.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
I
yeah, that was my artist. Yeah. I could join I could jump in the tournament. You know what I'm saying? Um, and then after the tournament, we build. We just continue to build. Uh, and then we all like we all just started just linking, and we started making music together. You know what I'm saying? Then we just started to everything just happened organically. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So those like even though we all haven't met physically in person, like everybody all collectively, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Those are my brothers, you know what I'm saying? I look at them like that because, individuals that are like minded, there's no egos, you know what I'm saying? And we just trying to build, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's how we got a lot of things coming. We got a lot of things planned. We got a lot of things going to happen. You know what I'm saying? And we
Mhm.
open the doors. It's not just about it's not just about us, you know what I mean, as the collective, but it's also about the community. It's everything. And we opening doors for others, you know what I mean? We taking
Right.
everybody with us. That's trying to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I felt that.
Yeah, man.
Um, what do you like want your legacy as a hip hop artist? How do you want to be
Hmm.
remembered? Like what do you hope to achieve? What are you doing this all for? It's like the
Yeah.
biggest goal.
As an artist, all right, there's levels to that. As an artist, you know what I mean? I
Mhm.
do like any other artist, I want to be recognized for my work amongst the greats. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I do want that recognition, you know what I'm saying? But my legacy, as far as what I do this for and what I would like to see happen, I would like to, know that I inspired, I inspired whoever it may be to, push the culture forward. I inspire others
Mhm.
to push the culture forward. I've inspired, you know, people to change their way of thinking, of fitting in and doing destructive things and everything else, and just being comfortable in their own skin and being them. You know what I'm saying? Um, Opening doors, sharing information, not having an ego. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, like when I say ego, I mean as far as like I'm only focused on me, and I'm not trying to bring the next person up, you know what I'm saying, that may need the help, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you have the information, you know what I mean? So that's my goal, is to inspire and push the culture forward. See, there's a difference between the business and the culture. But my thing is the culture, because the culture means everything to me. Not the business side. The business is business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to the culture, that's the part I care about. You know what I mean? Genuinely.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanna keep, in the culture, I wanna keep giving aid to the pioneers, you know what I'm saying? Educating people about them. They're the ones who start. We wouldn't be doing none of this. We wouldn't be doing none of this. You wouldn't have the opportunity to make money. You wouldn't none of this without them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
for some of us, hip hop saved our lives. You know what I mean?
Right.
And maybe you didn't become a star and get money, but it may have been your outlet to keep you from doing something crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Yeah.
We can all
So
relate.
that's what it is, man. You know what I mean? I also want to do something big for the communities. You know what I'm saying? I want to force some type of change. You know what I mean? Because as someone who has the history that I had, you know what I'm saying? I did a bid. You know what I mean? I lost a lot of time away from my family. I lost a lot of time out of life. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it saved my life. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So, I
That's
want to
what
be able to, yeah, I want to be able to change to hopefully, if that, I didn't put it like this, I didn't have anybody that understood what I was going through or had been through what I was going through that would shed positive light to steer me the different way.
Right.
You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So
what would you say to younger people, that you wish you would have had somebody tell you? Any advice?
Yeah.
Wish you would have
What I mean? Yeah, man. Like the advice I wish I would have gotten, right? I've gotten advice, but I wish the people that were older that you looked up to, that was steering you in the direction, had they took the time back to be like, yo, look, man, this isn't worth it. It's not what you think it is. You know what I mean? And this is what's laid out for you if you go this route. But if you choose to do this or something else, you know what I'm saying? This is what you could do. This is a change you could make. Or you are somebody. You mean something. You have a purpose. Your purpose isn't this. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Really just to show you that there was like another option even.
Yeah, because when you're living in a certain lifestyle, you don't think about the options. This is what you believe is the option.
Survival mode, yeah. Like,
you know what I mean? And this is what you're led to believe. This is how you're fooled into believing like, all right, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, we've had plenty of conversations behind the curtain where you gave me great advice. So I just want to say thank you for that. Like, thank you for he's one of the people that believed in me when I wasn't believing in myself. City, I give you props on staying authentic and staying your true self, even with all this rah-rah of trying to go viral and streams and all that crap. You stay your authentic self, and I respect that. Like, I really do.
I appreciate you. I'm looking for that music.
Oh, you're looking for that music. I mean, are we going to do another song together? That's what I've been trying to figure out.
Yeah, that's nothing. That's light. You know that.
I'm happy I got you to say it on live because I'm
okay, right? We got a record
one of these days. You remember when you said this city? What about this? Okay.
Hey.
Okay.
That's great. Now, City, you really are like a strong role model and a leader in the community, and you pay attention and you care, and you really are. You're a steady, strong leader. I salute you. Thank you so much for being with us, and we will definitely talk more in the future.
Definitely.
He's a motherfucking alien. That's what he is.
I'm E.T.
Oh, yeah. And people out there watching, all the commenters, please remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, turn on your notifications so you can know when we're going live. Usually we'll post ahead of time, get a flyer out there to let you kind of know. But this is what we're doing on Fridays, interviewing great people like City the Great.
Appreciate you.
And go stream his music, everyone. He's got so much music out there. We just talked about some of the greatest hits. City's greatest hits. This is one. We'll come back again. Yeah. We'll see you soon. Thank you so much, City. Salute.
You already.
Everybody, love to you all. Have a good weekend. Love.
Slaves, you know what I'm saying? And they got us, man, with food, with fashion, with everything, entertainment, like everything, man. They really got our minds. Slaves, you know what I'm saying? And they got us, man, with food, with fashion, with everything, entertainment, like everything, man. They really got our minds.